Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Joseph, King of Dreams. Now, as you know, Joseph, King of Dreams is a 2000 direct-to-video animated biblical music drama film that was meant to be the first direct-to-video film produced by DreamWorks Animation, which proceeded years after Madly Madagascar in 2013. And the film itself is meant to serve more as a prequel and a spin-off to the 1998 film The Prince of Egypt. Now, I don't see it as a prequel, but more of a spin-off, because I always saw the Bible stories as their own alternative stories. And I kind of feel like each Bible story was more like its own tale, its own glimpse of things. Now, the premise of the film is meant to be about Joseph, who is kind of meant to be this kid who has the ability to see dreams. And you can kind of tell his father puts a lot of faith, favors him, and kind of treats him more like the special kid. And you can kind of tell his brothers do get annoyed with him, and you can kind of tell some of it is justified. And you kind of feel with Joseph's father should have, been there to love his children equally. And if you have read the Bible story, you know what's going to happen. His brothers betray him, basically ends up being sent off to Egypt, basically ends up being taken in by Potiphar, and you know the rest of the story. And I feel, well, Prince of Egypt took time for you to get to know everyone. You had more time to see what the characters were, and basically got to know them. I feel Joseph, the King of Dreams, feels more like a quick cash-in, because when it kind of introduces you to Joseph, it automatically goes in the song. We don't really see Joseph kind of having like a conversation with his mum, showing any guilt about being treated like the favourite. We don't see Joseph, going into the market in Egypt to know this new environment. And really, it feels really rushed at times. But I think there's one thing I do give it credit for, is the dream sequence. They really know how to spice up the animation, because one, when you kind of got the Pharaoh's dream, it really gives this kind of painting, kind of 3D-ish effect, which I do give it credit for. And I also do feel that the film really knows how to hit emotions, because when Joseph's brothers show up asking for grain, you can tell Joseph is shocked to see them, and at the same time angry that they've basically had the nerve to show up after everything they've done. And when you kind of got Joseph losing his faith, and when he basically helps takes care of a tree while in prison, it's like, basically being grounded and sort of working on a painting, or basically playing on your game until you're let out of your room. That really does work. And I feel Ben Affleck for the voice of Joseph actually does work, because you can tell he kind of gives this more doubtful but more kind of young prodigal kid feel. I feel the point of Val Kilmer as Moses was that he was meant to be more like this character who had a destiny but didn't realize it, which actually did work. And I do have a bit of a theory that it's possible that DreamWorks might have planned to do a series of direct-to-video Christian animated movies, much like what Ness Family Entertainment did while working on films like The Swan Princess, The Scarecrow, and also The Trumpet of the Swan. I think, to me, while Joseph, the King of Dreams isn't a perfect film, it tries to still keep the same tone to Prince of Egypt, only it's a bit downgraded. So I think the movie deserves thumbs in the middle. It's alright, not great, but it's still one of the best. So, comic reviewer here, signing out.